when we come to Zechariah, I want to talk more about him than the words he speaks. His words are good, and they're figurative in nature, and they talk about the coming Messiah. But I want to look at him. I want to start by reading first verse from Zechariah. It says, "In the 8th month of the 2nd year of Darius, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo." Okay, doesn't mean a whole lot to us. It just mentions who he is. Well, I want to flip back now to Ezra. And I've mentioned this before, but I want to read Ezra chapter 6, verse 14. It says, "So the elders of the Jews continued to build and prosper under the preaching of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah, a descendant of Iddo." Zechariah was there with the building of the temple along with Haggai. We see Zechariah, and he's part of a team. Part of the larger team that was building the temple, but also a smaller team. Maybe he and Haggai or some others would get together. And I don't know if they talked about what God was having them say, but they were the prophets of that day. They were there with the words for God's people. I like sports, and my sport was football. 8th grade was a manager for the high school baseball team, thinking, yeah, I'm going to try out for that. And then I ran track a couple of years. Well, more I would call it a jog track. I wasn't the fastest. Basketball, I played that a few years, but I was the backup center. Never really started there. And wrestling, well, that was a fiasco, but we won't go there. But football was my sport. From 7th grade all the way through graduation, I played every year. In junior high, first year I was a backup, the second year I started. JV, first year backup, second year started. Varsity, first year backup, second year started. So I was involved in it. And whether I was on the starting team or just a backup, and maybe it even didn't get into the game, if we won, we all celebrated together because it was a team effort we were working on. We were all part of the team. There was one situation where if the play was going to the other side of the field, I was supposed to brush block my guy, then head downfield to get another block in case the ball carrier made it that far. Well, usually it wouldn't. They'd either get tackled at the line of scrimmage, the linebackers would get them, or they would run down the other sideline. But I remember once I was going down and I was blocking this one guy and probably just getting in front of him. But the back had cut back and came down my side of the field, and my block allowed him to score. That was had I scored a touchdown? No, but I was part of it. I was a key part of it. That's what we are in God's team. You never know what you are going to do to advance the kingdom of God. You may feel you don't do that much. You may actually feel useless at times, but you're not. That hello you give to somebody, that stopping over to see somebody that you hadn't visited before that have come into the services. Maybe just what the person needs that morning. Or the encouragement you can give a brother or sister as they go through this world. See, we are all part of the team. Zechariah was part of a team that was rebuilding the temple for the Messiah to get there. Did he ever huddle with Haggai? I don't know. But it seemed like they were working together for the same goal. So we do the same thing when it comes to the kingdom. We work together for the same goal. We may not score for the kingdom, but we're part of what's happening. See, we are all part of the team.